Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our stream here. It's Wednesday. That's it. That's all I got. I don't know anything else. It's just Wednesday. It's gonna be our typical shorter stream today, our 2-hour stream. Just kind of keeping up the same schedule that we've had for the past year. Even though we've got probably more time that we could spend on Wednesday, we could do our 3-hour stream. Since I already have all the graphics put together for, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Wednesday is the shorter one. Just kind of keep it that way. This way it gives me a little extra time to work on some other projects. I don't know, as I say, secret projects. That's not really true secrets, but just work on the background things and stuff like that. But yeah, that is the idea and the plan, to keep up with doing the same things. So nothing's changing, even though it's summertime, even though daughter's here, even though son's here. They're on summer break. Nobody's paying attention to me. Okay. Now that I'm messing with you. Okay, so today, on Monday, we started working on getting a bunch of this pendant stuff worked on, planned out, organized, a bunch of decisions made for things we worked on. We got distracted a little bit by brush buddies for a while, which was fun, but yeah. So the idea today is, since we've got most of this planned out and set up the way I want it, we should be able to move back over and start working on the pendants themselves, start making some different designs for the pendants themselves. Is the hope and the plan, is hope and idea at the moment. So then we can take those and put them in here, and then we can print them out and make little versions, kind of like their little sample here. Actually, speaking of which, I actually have a second sample now. Let's put this there. Just unlock those two. Oh, don't want the guides. Okay, so there's prototype 1. Let's make sure we're on the correct layer. This one. Okay, prototype 2. I might want to retake this photo. That is a terrible photo. I don't know why that came out so bad. Let's see if I can redo it. Light is being weird. Oh, that's way too much. That's way too much. Okay, that's a better one. I had a sample set up, but then it was boo-boos. There we go. Not the best sample either, but it gets closer to, I think, of what I'm looking to do with this. Crop, done. That, put that in there. There we go. Much better. Too dark this morning for a good photo. Okay, there we go. So there's our sample. You can see the idea here, very simple. What I had done is I had a piece of cardstock. No, what was this? I think it was cardstock. The plan wasn't really to squeeze between the plexiglass here and do all of this. It was more of a test of getting the size and the shape and making sure that the 45-degree angles that I wanted were felt good with what I was doing. So once I got that all cut out, I was just like, well, I really want to see what it looks like between the plexiglass and stuff like that. So went ahead and did the full rest of the manufacturing. You can see it's got the clear border around it. It is 2 pieces of plexi with the piece stuck in between, but you can also see a little bit here, which is the problem with using paper. When I try to seam the edges together with resin, that it started to bleed through. So the paper started to absorb it, even at the top up here. You can see where it absorbed. So that's the issue with using paper for your sandwich in between. I think for our final improvements on that part, we're going to go ahead and print it on vinyl sticker paper, because we found that that's way more water resistant than anything else that we've done. It just doesn't absorb the water like, or even the resin like paper does. So we did a couple experiments with that yesterday. I had another old sticker out there that we put some stuff on and it didn't bleed and fall apart. So it's just like, okay. So we can play with this idea. The shape is what I wanted. I think I do like the clear over running the sticker all the way out to the outside edge. Technically, we don't need this anymore. So you can definitely see this one. This is a rough, very rough attempt at this. But yeah, pretty good. I think for what I've got going on, or the way I'm thinking of making this type of system work, is I can cut the long strips on of the plexiglass on the table saw to get the 3/4 inch width here that I've got designed, and then the 2 inches tall for the length. I would probably have to build a little jig, a little handsaw jig, so that I can cut them out by hand. It's kind of the idea, because they're just too little, and I don't like the idea of like using the chop saw to cut out these thin plexiglass shapes. It just, I don't know. If it was a bigger sheet, I don't mind, but once it gets too little, then no. But yeah, and then I go through and did all of the 45s on with the sander and stuff like that. Got it all smoothed out, and then yeah, like I said, some ideas to play with, but I'm fairly happy with the temporary shitty results. But we need some designs now. Did we decide whether or not we're doing all of these front and back? You don't see why not?
Literally could do that.
Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 here. 20, 30, 40, 50. I've got 50, right? So I can do... Would it be the same design on front and back? What I mean is... Like that. So that's the... You put well, that's... Yeah, okay. On every single one of them? Patch on one side, buttons on the other.
Green button, blue patch and a blue button, red patch and a red button.
Right, I get what you're talking about. So no matter what, when it's spun, it would be the same. Oh no, you said they'd be same color, but different character either side. Okay, so let's.
You could also do the birds.
Yeah, I want to do the birds and the bees and stuff like that. So let's make... That's not what I wanted. Let's see. 2, make that number 2. Okay, don't need that anymore. That's the main one. Get rid of that at the moment. Let's just borrow this one for now because I've already got it set up here. Oh, like that? Would we put their names on it, or would we... Do you want to put little name tags on them at the bottom, maybe? Yeah, it's going to be really small. Do we just leave it that simple with these just big characters like this? Let's see. As NG2, let's put that on the desktop for the moment. Sports. So like that?
Different color versions and different eyes and different...
Okay. Back for now. Fine. Okay, so we need to make some duplicates of this stuff then. What does this have on it that I need?
Well, you could just save that and just pull in a color background.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I've got a template developed for it. It does not have all of the things though. This is old. So what I need to do, I need to get rid of that template. I need to make a duplicate of this. Okay, template. What the heck is this? Background? Oh, that's a gray background. Yeah. Okay, so we don't need that for the template. Don't need that for the template. Don't even need that for the template. We're not doing the second frame, so we can get rid of that, which is fine. Guides, frame, double frame. Eventually, and the dot for that. I think we don't need that frame, but we're going to keep that one at the moment. Yeah. Okay, template is ready. Should be able to actually, you know what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, I do want to put this back. There we go. Now we're ready. Okay. So now I want to do, turn that on for the moment. Let's grab some stuff here. Jeez. The birds and the bees. 2, 3, 4. Let's get rid of those. You're gonna do what?
Yeah. These on one side, birds on the other.
I wasn't planning on putting the birds and bees together, but I was just gonna make all bee one. I can do flowers. I have flower background at the moment. Okay, I'm getting all my files set up here. Hold on. So I can get these all set up. So are we doing 5 different designs then? The 5 would be for this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do 5 colors and 5 different designs. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I don't need these. Yay. Sorry, y'all, you don't get to see this part of it, which is getting all my files together. Did you say boring? Brutal. Tough crowd here. Okay, there's that. Then I haven't messed with the other side of that. Okay, get rid of that. Save that for the moment. Leave that with that. Bees. You said birds, right? Hey, do you want all the birds? You just want all 3 birds on? Okay. So we've got a bee, we've got patch and buttons, we've got a bees one, we've got a birds one. We technically have 2 other sets of designs that we can do. Do we give 1 to each character by itself? One would be just buttons on both sides, one would be just patch on both sides. They don't currently have a backs. Yeah.
I don't know yet. Let's do the back of the bird and the back of the beast for now.
I'm just trying to get an idea because then I can just work on them all then the idea is there. It's just
Oh, yeah, each character will have their own. I just don't know what you would do to make it stand out and not look like a bunch of buttons in
I don't know. I could look at stickers, other objects. We can do stuff like books and things. That's the other part about the backs.
Your bookmark make that like lengthwise.
Give or take, yeah. The old bookmarks. Let's see. Here. Bookmarks. You're talking about this one? I Heart Books. You think that would be good as a little pendant?
Those are the bookmarks that go the fastest.
Well, we are promoting the reading stuff. Maybe we should hit harder on that.
Maybe you do one with buttons and books and patches. I Heart Reading is the other one. That sticker goes really fast too. You can make it a link. Maybe I Love Books is buttons and I Love Reading is patches.
Do I have one that says I love reading?
Yeah, but it's a square.
Yeah, it says the wrong size. It would have to be redone.
Something like that.
Let's see. We could have the character on one side doing something like reading, and then
Yeah, instead of buttons being at the top, I would
putting them together, you mean?
or I Heart Books on one side and buttons reading on the other.
That's what I was saying. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
And then the other side would be the other one.
Oh my, this is a noisy world.
Okay, I need to separate these into... These two go together. These two go together. Those two go together. Okay, cool. Now they're separated. What was the other one for the last one?
I Love Reading.
You want an I Love Reading one? Do we have one that says I Love Reading?
The half button, it's a square sticker.
I have I Heart Books in this way.
Yeah, you do, but you have one of buttons. I Love Reading, that one always goes really fast too.
Is that one of the business card ones? Okay, that's why. It would be here. Reading is fun.
Yeah. Maybe you could do like a star background with reading is fun or something, and then do
Select all. We can try this. See what happens.
I'm like, you're gonna have to redesign.
Yeah, I know that. I love how you're like, no, you're gonna have to redesign the whole thing. I know.
It's just one.
Like use the starry.
We get so wrapped up in numbers in our society. And the most important thing is that we're able to be one to one, you and I, with each other at the moment. That's what's important.
Sorry,
So no button.
there was a song that was going on and they actually used just, what's his name? The old children's TV show host.
Take away buttons. And reading is fun thing. Type out reading is fun sideways like the iPhone.
You want reading is fun this way. Gotcha. Good morning, mums. Good morning. Good morrow. Okay. This is gonna become a little... So you don't want buttons at all then? One. I said one with what? Okay, so I think I want to select all.
I just want that. I love that color.
Yeah, I'm gonna separate these out. Select all. Copy. Paste. Well, let me trim it so that you can see what it looks like. Trim. Without all the stuff.
And then you would type reading is fun.
Yeah.
And text would be on the other side. With the same background.
Same background and him.
Hello.
Favorite child has arrived.
Hey.
Sorry.
Rude.
And senor? Gracias.
I knew you were gonna wear them. Oh, so cute. He's going to college. So cute.
Yes, camera's on, but we're not looking out there. You got 20 minutes before that happens.
Reading is
Reading is fun. Do you want it sideways, right? Yeah, let's say that
Oh, why
shouldn't.
does it do that?
I don't know why it does that, but if I do this rotate,
So weird.
it'll do it right. You have so many grandpas.
Hey. Well, you've got great grandparents and grandparents. Count on your fingers.
She doesn't know how to count on her fingers.
Somehow you
Yeah, the reading is fun needs to have something.
can you make it outlined, bubbly, fun?
Yeah, I could do that just to take a different setup. Okay, we should be done with this, right? Or are we pulling
No.
him over to the other side?
No, 'cause on the other side.
Why is Patch on the other side?
Because buttons is gonna be on the other side of the I love books one.
On the other side of this one?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So then each cat gets their own I love something with books.
Gotcha. Okay, give me a second. I'm the maid. Okay, so I don't.
Like you can pull that buttons over to the I heart book one instead of him using.
Oh yeah, we're not using this button here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, don't need that at the moment because we're not messing with that. Save. Okay, I closed a bunch of the wrong stuff. Anyways,
Don't need that.
I thought we need him reading.
Oh, yeah. Depends on which one you're pulling over, because that doesn't have a body.
Does not have a body. So I need to figure out where. I have to remember where that one is then.
Be like, because that patch you can pull over to the other reading one.
Yeah, I'm chaotic with my jumping around. This is too much for what I'm doing. Looked all copy. You want that for this one?
Yeah. Same little starry background, I think, or something, and then.
Yeah, I can put that in there, which is fine. We'll get this set up here. We can open up this one. Just straight select all on this. Copy.
Yeah.
Set that there. Close it. We can get rid of that at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want them centered? Do you want them smaller?
You can do whatever you want. I don't mind them big and off or whatever.
Let's just leave them like that for the moment.
You could always do them a little big and sideways.
You're big and sideways.
A little bit bigger. Yeah.
Won't be able to see his little whiskers or anything.
It's still cute.
No, it would be fine.
Yeah. And then we can change the color of those.
Change the color of what?
You know, each one can have a different color.
You want a different background color?
Yeah, for just like we're doing with all of them. And then the buttons one, we would have buttons reading.
Mm-hmm.
But we just need to make that.
We need to make that pretty or fun.
bubbler.
Yeah. Don't need that. Leave. That just has a white
Yeah,
background.
that's adorable.
No, you're adorable. You're welcome. Let's get rid of that for the moment. Let's go find some trouble. Question is, where do I have him reading materials? Yeah, I have him reading there. I have him reading here.
Good dog.
Don't remember which file.
Because he gets his own.
That was in. Oh, I know. I remember what it is. Where's here? There it is.
But I don't want that one.
Which one do you want?
Just buttons.
I understand that.
Oh, I was like, wait.
I thought you meant the book. Do you want the yellow book or the green book? It doesn't matter to you. Do you want the third one?
Yeah.
Not the second one?
Yeah.
Or the first one?
Third one.
Why?
It's cute.
Explain to me why.
It's my favorite one.
I'm going with the other one.
Why?
That's what I want.
Why do you want the first one?
Because it's his book. What? Oh. Yeah, really big.
Why'd you take away the thing?
I didn't want it. It causes a lot of strain on the Illustrator for some reason. This way or this way? That way?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like his eyes like that, or?
Yeah, you're reading. How else would they be?
I don't know. The hard part about these little guys is that because they're so skinny, we're cutting a lot of the stuff out of them, so...
You still get that he's a cat. Not he's adorable.
Do we know he's a cat? Or there's a lot of the context clues taken out of the image now?
Looks like a cat to me.
Yeah, but you have knowledge of the setup here, so...
I like it. It's just different.
I know you like... You always say that. I like it, therefore it should be great. It's just like... Not the way this always works. Did y'all go to bed when I said? Sure. If it makes you happy, Alex, sure. But I did do the same thing that you did. I jumped back on and did more testing once I realized we had set up the range wrong. So...
Because if you make it too small, it just doesn't feel right. Unless you're gonna ask.
Nothing. The character could just be misconstrued for like a bunch of different other animals because the other context clues are gone from this. Is the thing. I think this is fine. Save. Yeah, I might have to put something else in the background.
It could just be a plane and you can change the color of each one.
No, I think I want to do a pattern. A little bit of pattern. I think the one side can be white, that's fine. Because it has lots of colors here. We just have to pick a background color to put in there. Or do, like you said, the multiple, or the changing backgrounds.
Also, I was saying, maybe it's just a color. Each one is the color of one of those books.
Like that? Okay.
Now you need birds.
Yeah, I'll play with those. Those ones are already... Because I probably might make them do different things on either side.
What do you mean?
So like if I do one setup with them, and these are all like close-ups, maybe I'll do farther away with them like flying, or going sideways, flying through the thing. Same thing with the bees, like...
The bees need flowers.
Yeah, we'll get that figured out. Okay, let's get rid of this one at the moment. This one... Don't need y'all. Save. What's that? You want flowers. I think those weren't sticker sheets. That was on the bookmarks, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or did we have a sticker that was that too?
Those are sideways.
Yeah, that's fine. I can change it. We also have that scenery too, the background scenery.
I thought it might be really neat if it was just flowers, you know?
Hmm?
But I don't know if we turn it around.
Yeah. How do you make them tall?
Yeah. Like that was
I'm gonna browse first though.
Are we setting our
We're saying everything. Yeah. I was gonna wake up early so I can do my hair. I was too lazy. And then I anything past 10. It's like half the day. I just have to. But he stays up. He stays. I stay up.
You know, he stays up till like 2.
He stays up. He gets all those days at the hours at. I'll watch the board, then I'll watch the next funny show.
Yeah, I think that's so fun. One side just the and the other side the flower.
Mhm.
I would love that.
But I was watching him.
Every time I think about it,
Burger breath.
I think of grandma. I don't think
It's okay. I totally forgot what Grandma. Yeah. It was usually at my mom's. I'm like, no. I don't know why.
I want to piss off my friend like
That's her real name.
It's your but she needs it. That looks so good.
Let's get her.
Like that?
Yeah, that's so good.
There you go.
The bees have their flowers on the other side. The birds need buttons. You could have a jar of buttons excluding the
Yeah,
elephant.
I could put their little house and stuff too, where the scene, the outside thing.
Third book is out.
And it's not out yet.
Third book is
It's right there.
July.
Stealing your third book. Wait a second.
Yeah, I think that's a good copy.
You're reading this book. Based off of like the sticker house. No, this was that.
Mm-hmm. That was at Grandma's house. He went on an adventure outside.
And it blows. What's that?
That's the mountains. It's just sideways.
I like the bird.
Yeah. You like the birdhouse idea or the what? Gotcha. Let's go into postcards. That is not right. Where is the file for it? There it is. All right, let's go ahead, do that. That's the one we're looking for. Let's pause here for the moment. Check on our, where's our assistant? Oh, she's out there. We'll pause right here. We'll do our ad break for 3 minutes and then we'll come back and we'll see if we can get these last kind of designs planned out and then start getting them honed in and finished up. So yeah, stick around. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right. Welcome back. All right. Back to our shenanigans here. Let's see. Can we pull this? Good, let's just grab select it all. Copy. Paste. Don't need. That one's good. Copy. I will try my best. Good luck with that. No. Like that.
Yeah, but it would be really cute if you had the little jar of buttons there too.
I could possibly go and grab that. Don't need half of this, and I want to center that a little bit better here.
That's really cute. You could pull the little cloud down too.
Well, I'm gonna move the whole background over because I need I moved it a little bit, the gray. You mean make it smaller?
Just that
Okay.
one little cloud could be like kind of peeking right there. Oh, you can't do that, can you?
Yeah, I can do different things here at the moment. Oops, left the. Right, that's not all looped together.
Just to be perfect.
Pretty good about grouping all my stuff together, but yeah, just something like that would be fun. What did you just? What are you pointing at?
It's not. I don't want it like uncenter it. Maybe.
Oh, you're killing me, lady.
I know. I'm fun that way.
Fun that way?
What are you doing?
That's too much there. Getting rid of all the stuff that's not going to be in the image.
Why aren't you just gonna crop it?
Yes, but in order to like grab things and move things, like you want me to move that cloud, I need to eliminate a bunch of stuff so that I can get to it easier. The fodder. I've got too many things in here that are in the way. I didn't do it again. What did you want?
Like it's coming up. No.
You want it like
Yeah,
this?
I don't want it all the way centered. It looks weird when everything's centered.
Why are you shaking your head?
Yeah, it needs the little jar.
Jar buttons. So. That would be. The big jar of them? Or do you want the can? Which thing
The
do you want?
can, where, like in the book where he had the.
Because this is the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the can with all the buttons.
Because you're not really going to see them here.
No. That one have them in it?
It just has them putting it in it. So you don't really see them.
But you have a jar and a different picture.
What I would have to do, yes. So book 3 has, there's no secret to anybody else. There it is. The jar here. It depends on which jar you want. Oh no. I fucked that up.
Why?
It's only floating in the top half of the jar. I lost some of them somewhere.
Oh no.
Well, poop nuggets. Wonder why.
Could you just take the group of those buttons and put them in the can? The
Don't
can's
have
cute.
them.
Like if you
Give
could
me a
take...
second. I don't know if you noticed, but we ran into a problem here. Something's. I did it there. And then I took that one and put it in the last page, or in that other page. I made mistakes. Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah, can you take this jar and then put the buttons in?
Yeah, I can. Don't need the postcard anymore. Don't save. Indent. Gonna be really small. That's the size.
That's okay. Everything's really small on that.
Nope, I don't like it. Oh, don't lock it. Okay, yeah, I did unmute myself and everything. Okay, make sure I was doing that right. Yeah, it's bothering me, and being able to move everything the way I want to is...
Where do you want to move it?
I want to make it bigger. Some of the sizing.
What's the trim do?
Simple, which is good. Bigger image for that stuff is going to be better. This is the actual size of what it's
Yeah.
going to be, so. Alright. So, yeah, we don't want any of that. Don't save. Can't believe I screwed up on that page. That makes me sad.
So now what? Now do you have all of them?
Okay, so I've got...
You have to fix reading is fun.
Right, reading is fun, needs to be updated. There's a bunch of little stuff, but we have the base.
Yeah, because these are gonna have all different colors. Then the bees you can do different color backgrounds. And this one you can do different color backgrounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the way they look though. You like him in his little... Okay,
Because he looks like he's squeezed in the thing. I love it.
squeezed in what little thing?
In the little pendant.
This one?
Yeah. I love it.
Okay. Those aren't the faces from the new bookmarks, are they?
No.
No.
That's why they're fun. They're different.
Gotcha.
And they kind of look like they're squeezed in a little. I just love it.
Okay. Don't need anything from this one. Okay. Pull that out of here. Let's go back through. I think we have them kind of planned out, which is cool. Thank you. Have a good day. Oh, okie dokie. Let's do. Oh. Edit colors, recolor artwork. Do I have? Do I have like a third? I could always make one. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Let's see. That's one where he's doing a little piece. Object, reflect. Just little dashes around. Just puttering around. Okay, I gotta get a bunch more stuff done for people. Okay, that was not right. Alex is sending me reels. And it does not want to do what I want it to do right now. Probably because it's super, super small. Why is it snap to pixel? Get rid of that. There we go. Wonder why I'm struggling with that. All right, gotta go. Have a good guys. You have a good day, mums. Thank you for coming by. Magnifying glass. That's not what I wanted. No, that's not gonna work. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Back there. Let's see. Outside. There we go. I was making it the wrong size. Still a no on my end, but. I guess I gotta figure it out. That it's a no. Oh, that's the other thing I needed to do for them. That gives her little wings movement. Dang it, why didn't I think of that before? Because then you can hear the sound of it. Is what you want. There we go. Just kind of flitting around. Yeah, that's gonna be about that size. Okay, I think that works out pretty good. I was gonna make him wave, but not gonna do that. Backdoor stuff. Okay, so we've got the flowers for that. We've got the bees kind of set up for that now. Let's go ahead and export that. That on the desktop for now. 600, yes. This, get everything kind of filled up. Not really gonna matter a whole bunch because of it's gonna be so small. Save, export, desktop. Yeah, so I think that's kind of the idea, is that as we make the designs, then we'll fill them in here, and then at some point we'll make variations of the colors. Variants of the colors. That's what Dreamer's saying. I don't know. This is going to be a lot to manufacture right off the bat, so I don't know if I'm going to do... Yeah, I think I'm just going to make a couple of each. AI viewers, so that one doesn't, I don't understand. What does AI viewers do for you? Because that it's not... Like, even Twitch is cracking down on if you're not actually, like, interacting with the stream, then it doesn't count, or however they're trying to figure it out. I don't understand it. Viewbots don't do anything. They make it look good, so then you can go to maybe like an advertiser and be like, look at all these things, and then they'll be like, oh wow, look at all that. How much product have you actually sold? And you're like, well, none. And well, why would we want to do anything with you? It says you have stuff, or viewers and stuff like that, but you're not doing anything with it. So it is unreal. It's not true. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that. Because I think I'll only be able to make the first column. Probably make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd probably just make 10 at a time. So the way this would work with bigger manufacturers of plexiglass, little charms and stuff like that is they would print, they would get a whole sheet of plexiglass and print the entire sheet on the whole surface of the glass. And then what they would do is resin in the middle, put another piece of plexiglass on top of it, and that's what would seal it all together and get it all figured out that way and glued together in that way. And then once that was dry, they would put it under a water cutting machine, and that would cut out all of these shapes in that way. So, but we're not a big manufacturer like that. Like I get the idea behind it, and I could probably figure out partially how to do that, but I would still end up having to hand cut them all afterwards and stuff. So yeah, I don't think we're going to do as many of the different color designs as Dreamer thinks we're going to do. For time and sanity's sake. Yeah, I think that would be better. Then I would have the ability to, unless I want to like split it and do just 2 variants of it. And the problem with this is that this sheet contains 50 of the pendants that I'm thinking of making, which means I have to cut. No, it would be 25 pendants because these are all front and back. That's right. Okay. But I still got to cut 50 of everything. 50 stickers, 50 acrylic. I got to seam them all together, and I got to put them, do all the resin treatment on them, sand them, buff them. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's way more than what I was hoping for. There we go. The last one we kind of were good with is this one. These are almost the size. Where are my, oops, wrong one. Here, 2 stickers. Yes.
Didn't always really felt right. Being one of many, but was never mine. It's just a lot to take, I can't hide. Wish that I would be in my own paradise.
Yeah, something simple.
He said, there's one place that feels right. I can take you there if you like.
Let's do duplicate. Smash. White. Swap. Round.
It can always be a dream though. Suddenly it seems to me that I know how to love my own and many more.
Yeah, it's better. I like that better. I might do. That there. Now we've got a couple other stars here, so let's move these. Let's untrim this so I can see what the heck's going on here. If I move them, then they won't match the other side. Come on. I move them around, it kind of is like they're moving on their own. Kind of out of him. Yeah, let's move them around. Back, forward one. Change up our configuration here just a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Save. We'll export that one. Yes, replace that one. Good. Should be able to go to here. And then back in here. Bed is good. Let's take. Go down to 4 for now. this one, stupid. What was it? That was snap to grid, snap to point. There's one I turned off. Is it because I'm in trim view? No. It was snap pixel, is what it was. Did you add a sunburst? No. Aha, it is snap to pixel. We don't want snap to pixel. Thank you. Finally showed up. There we go. I just put some lines across. Give it a little gradient. Yeah, just a little something at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to do all the different colors that we talked about, because I recognize that this is going to be a lot of work to manufacture all 25 of these. We're talking about 50 stickers that need to be printed out, then put together, cut apart, cut into the right shape. 50 pieces of plexiglass that need to be done. So I might, even if this is printed out on one of our sticker sheets, I might do like half of them, you know, and see how well those go. And I'll have like 10 to be able to sell, kind of thing, and then go from there. So it may just really depend on if I get in the group. But I started looking at it, I was like, oh, that might be quite a lot to try to get all 25 pendants made, but 50, lots of multiples of 50, you know, over and over again. So I'm not sure. We're gonna get these all perfect later. I recognize, I was talking about this before you were in here, that the big manufacturers that do this, they have like those 4 foot by 8 foot sheets of plexiglass. So they just print hundreds, kind of like what we saw on Josh's video for the stickers. You just print out hundreds on one sheet, and then you laminate them all together with the resin, with the 2 pieces of plexi. And then you take that big ass sheet and you throw it on a laser cutter or water cutter, and it just cuts them all out. And then they're done. And then you may have a little bit of post-processing to do, but not too much. So comparatively, doing this by hand means I won't be able to do, I shouldn't push myself to do as many, is the thing. Theoretically. especially with all the other stuff I've got going on. Okay, so we're missing reading is fun, and we need some way to do that. And we need one with the birds. It separated them. I don't know why it does this. It's like when I turn them, they get all messed up. I don't understand why. Snap the pixel thing is killing me here. Like I selected that once and now it's on every single page, but it's not unsnapping from all of them. Because I duplicated it. Oh, that's why. It's in the template. That's why. Okay. It's like, why does that keep popping up like that? Okay, there we go, got that fixed. Yeah, I gotta make this fun somehow. Maybe pick a font. Hard part is the fonts. You have to be careful with fonts because if you don't have permission to use them for products, he can get you in trouble. That's the kicker. Problem is, if I do this right, you're gonna lose it. Back to that one. Multiply. Not fun yet. Not fun yet. Okay, why is it not changing the color of their text? So weird. I don't know. She doesn't want the word bubble because it eats up too much of the space here. This backside. Question is, nope, I think it needs to go the other way. Object transform, rotate. Go 180. Needs to go down. Range, send it back. That. There. No, just move this. No, I don't want all of those up there. I don't want to put too many of these stars on there either, because then it'll be overwhelms it that way as well. I'm close to that. Something close. Okie dokie. Well, we didn't get all the way done with our sheet today. But we definitely got much closer. Yeah, that's already saved, which is good. But we are going to do our 3-minute ad break here in about 30 seconds. So let's head over to our assistant cam. She's not out there. There she is. She's just chilling. So we'll take a 3-minute ad break and then we will come back. We will wrap up the last part of the stream and then we will head out for the day. So stick around. We'll be right back. All right, made it back. Thank you for sticking around if you did. Appreciate that. That'll do it for the day here. Got some videos to go work on and try to finish now before tomorrow for tomorrow's post. And yeah, got a couple. I don't even know what I would call them. A couple other side projects to go work on as well for some other people. So have not had a lot of time to go through and do those, since we're working on a bunch of stuff, getting closer towards the release of book number 3 here. I've got 700 things in my head and I'm trying to keep them all straight, and I feel like I'm losing a few of them. This is the problem. So trying my best. But that's kind of the way it rolls. You do a whole bunch of stuff and a couple things fall off the rails, and I don't know. I figure out how to make it all, figure out what I can do to make it work. So, but yeah, that's it for today's stream, for Wednesday's stream. I will be back on Friday for another art stream. Maybe we'll, depending on what else I can get done today and tomorrow, we probably will continue working on the rest of this, trying to get it finished up, get our sheet here ready for printing and stuff like that. So, and then we can do all the fine details, like making sure all these images are lined up on my spacings and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of the idea, kind of the plan. We'll get there, we'll figure it out. But thank you for stopping by and hanging out for a little bit. Thank you, Dreamer, for coming in here. Thank you, Weird Mr. Alex. Thank you, Mums. Sorry it was well, I mean, it's typically shorter, but I don't know. It felt shorter because it was like distracted by a whole bunch of stuff. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday afternoon, and we'll see you all later. Bye, everybody.